Yes, sir. Get it fired up. Welcome back to the 2022 South Carolina Junior Boys and Dixie Boys State Tournament. We would like to congratulate the teams on making it this far, and we look forward to a great game today. In this matchup, we're going to have the visiting team from Fort Mill versus the home team, Beaufort County. Now, we have the Junior Boys here on Field 3 this afternoon. Game time is scheduled to start at 12:30. Right now, we got a meeting between the umpires and the coaches going on at home plate. Pitchers are still warming up, and I'd like to take that time to announce the batting order for Fort Mill. Leading off is shortstop, number 8, Jackson Hollum. Batting second is the first baseman, number 4, Landon Bardseth. Batting third, playing center field, is number 9, Connor Fowler. Catching and hitting cleanup is number 6, Parker Atwell. Playing in right field, batting fifth, is number 13, Kyle Stroop. Batting sixth, playing third, is number 11, Andrew Carter. Playing left field, batting seventh, is number 10, Joshua Bass. Playing second, hitting eighth, number 2, Grayson Kelly. And on the mound, hitting ninth, is number 7, Ian Schaefer. On the mound for Beaufort County is going to be number 6, Alex Arnold. And the first pitch is underway, and it's low and outside for ball 1. Now, just to remind you, leading off for Fort Mill is the shortstop, Jackson Hollum. Got a 1-ball, no-strike count. Pitch comes in. It's outside for ball 2. I apologize. That's a called strike on the outside. We now have a 1-1 count. Pitcher is working from the stretch here. 1-1 pitch, and that's low for ball 2. Got a 2-1 count. Starting on the mound again is Alex Arnold. Behind the plate, we have Sellers Lynn. And that pitch is fouled back to the screen for strike 2. That brings up a 2-2 count. And the umpire is chasing down the foul ball. First baseman went and picked it up all the way from first base. That was all the way past the on-deck circle. He had to go and chase that ball down. And the pitcher's back in the windup. And the 2-2 pitch. And that's low. That's low for ball 3. And that brings up a full count to Jackson Hollum. Payoff pitch. And that's low for ball 4. And that brings up the first baseman, Landon Bardseth.
Now batting, first baseman, number 4, Landon Bardseth. Substitutions for this afternoon. Number 14.
Landon Bardseth.
Number 6,
Pitch. Low for ball 1. Landon Bardseth's favorite food is tater tot hot dish. Not quite sure what that is, but it sounds pretty good. He also enjoys Stranger Things. It's his favorite series. And his favorite team is the Milwaukee Brewers. And there's a pickoff attempt to first. He's got him caught in a rundown. Throw to second, back to the first baseman, picks it out of the dirt. Throw to second, and it careens off the runner's helmet, and he's safe at second. They had him in a rundown. They had him frozen. A couple of errant throws, and he is safe at second. There was no throw to the plate on a pitch, so the count remains 1 ball, no strikes. And that's a strike on the inside part, a swinging strike. Came way out of the batter's box to swing on that, but it was a swinging strike nonetheless. And a 1-1 count with a runner on second. Second baseman's creeping. Pickoff move, no throw. And he's safely back to second. Shortstop's covering the base. And we've got a balk call. So the runner on second is now going to advance to third. Looked like he came set and just made a little bit of a twitch movement. And that was a balk. So now it's a 1-1 count. And the pitch fouled back for strike 2. It's a 1-2 count to Landon Bardseth.
2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. Beaufort County looking to get out of this inning in a hurry. Let's see what they can do. Here's the pitch for Basil. Outside corner yet again for strike 2. 2-2 count now. The hitter.
And the pitch. That's high for ball 2. Now Landon Bardseth also enjoys the song Thunderstruck by AC/DC. We've got a lot of AC/DC fans in the house today. He enjoys playing football and wants to be an MLB player when he grows up. The 2-2 pitch. And that swung on and missed for strike 3. And that gives Beaufort County 1 out. Bringing up the third batter, the center fielder, Connor Fowler. We've got 1 out in the top of the 1st with a runner on third base. The pitch, and that's low in the dirt for ball 1. Great block by the catcher. That was just textbook blocking there. Potentially saved a run with that. And that's high and inside for ball 2. And that brings up a 2-0 count. And the pitcher steps off the rubber, take his time, recollect to really deliver a strike here. And the pitch, and that's just a little inside for ball 3. Looked like Fowler was looking for a hit by pitch there, but he did not get him. And that's a called strike over the plate. Gives it a 3-ball, 1-strike count. Connor Fowler plays pitcher and outfield, and his favorite movie is Spider-Man: No Way Home. 3-1 pitch, and that's ball 4. That gives him a runner on first and third with 1 out in the top of the 1st.
Now batting for Fort Mill, their catcher, number 6, Parker Atwell.
That brings up cleanup hitter, Parker Atwell. Parker is a starting catcher, and he also plays outfield. We've got a timeout called by the home team here. Coach is coming out to talk to the pitcher on the mound. Try and calm him down a little bit. It's a big-time game. Got some nerves going. It's very understandable. The coach comes out, just calming him down a little bit, helping him find his groove.
And then the baseline.
He was working hard out there. It's a hot day. Got to make sure you keep your composure out there. And it looks like we got the whole infield in on this meeting. And the meeting breaks up. Coach is making a very slow walk back to the dugout. And everyone's back in position. The umpire is cleaning off the plate. He tosses the brush behind him on accident. Looks like he just kind of lost the handle on the brush there. And we've got the stretch. And it was an attempted pickoff move to first. Nothing doing. Back to the action.
13-8 lead for the Beaufort County All-Stars, looking to try.
Now, Parker's favorite movie is Harry Potter, The Chamber of Secrets. And that was a ball in the dirt. Catcher, again, working real hard back there. Made a great block. Saved a run. However, the runner from first does advance to second on the throw. He was stealing all the way, and with that block, he didn't really have a chance to throw him out anywhere. So you've got a 1-0 count. And the pitch on the way. And that's a strike 1, swinging strike from Parker Atwell. Parker's favorite food is steak, and his favorite team is the Atlanta Braves. His favorite sports idol is William Contreras. And the pitch, and that's strike 2 looking. Gives us a 1-ball, 2-strike count. William Contreras is a player for the Braves. It's interesting because his brother, Wilson Contreras, plays for the Cubs. And the 1-2 pitch is high and inside for ball 2. And that gives us a 2-2 count. Parker Atwell, favorite band, AC/DC. I think this entire team just likes AC/DC.
No outs here in the top of the sixth inning.
And the pitch is on the way, and it's popped up on the infield. Pitcher's under it, first baseman calls him off, make the play. And that's 2 outs in the top of the first for Beaufort County. Runner remains at second and third.
Fort Mill, the right fielder, number 13, Kyle Stroop.
And that brings up the right fielder, number 13, Kyle Stroop.
First, here's the pitch. Outside corner again. Strike 2, so quickly ahead of the hitter.
And we had time called on the field. And we're back. Kyle plays first, pitcher, and outfield. The 0-0 count, and that's in at the letters for strike 1.
Low outside ball 1-1-2 count now to the hitter.
So that gives us a no ball, 1 strike count, even though my scoreboard is wrong.
A lot of sweat.
And that's a swing on for strike 2. That's an 0-2 count, even though the scoreboard says 1 ball and 1 strike.
Low and outside 2-2 count.
And the 0-2 pitch in the dirt for ball 1. And again, just a great block by the catcher. I think he blocked that one with his bicep a little bit there. He didn't even use his chest protector. Just using any means necessary to save that run. 1-2 count, pitch on the way, outside for ball 2. That brings the count to 2-2. 2-2 count to Kyle Stroop, whose favorite food is fresh crab legs. And his favorite movie is Star Wars. I'm with you on that one, Kyle. The pitch just missed inside for ball 3. And that's a full count for Kyle Stroop. Kyle Stroop, interestingly enough, does BMX. Payoff pitch. And that's swinging for strike 3. And that gets him out of a tight jam there. He had a runner on second and third with 1 out. And he gets out of the jam. You're watching Dixie Junior Boys on Beaufort County Channel.
When the earth shakes, the ground moves, and things start to fall, you'll ask yourself, how prepared or unprepared are you? Have you removed objects from over the bed and over your head? Anchored your possessions securely to the wall? It won't be a pain, and you're not doing it in vain. Are your emergency kits packed? What about your family, your friends? Do they know what to do, how to get in touch, and where to meet? Do you know how to drop, cover, and hold on, covering your head and neck? What if you're outside? Or in a car? After the shaking stops, look around. Figure out what to do. Stay away from damaged areas. Turn on a radio. Reach out for help. And if you're trapped, do not move about. Stay calm. Only shout as a last resort. Once everything and everyone is safe, get prepared. An aftershock could be on its way. So before the earth shakes, the ground moves, and things start to fall, get prepared. Make a plan. Practice what you know, because an earthquake can happen anytime, anywhere. You never know. America's Prepare-a-thon. Be smart. Take part. Prepare.
And welcome back to the Beaufort County hosting the Junior Boys State Tournament. We've got Beaufort County coming up to hit now. Leading off the inning is a center fielder, Tanner Altman, who's an outfielder and a pitcher. Starting on the mound is strike one. First pitch, strike one, delivered from Ian Schaefer. Schaefer is throwing from the left side. First lefty pitcher we've seen on field 3 today. And the pitch swung on, hit through the hole on the left side of the infield for a single. Aggressive turnaround first. Throw comes into second, and he's going to hold up at first for a single to lead off the game.
To bat, shortstop, number 1, Dave Barbina.
And that brings up the shortstop, Dade Barbina. Now, Dade plays shortstop, second, pitcher, and outfield. His favorite food is hamburgers, and his favorite movie is Shrek, which, funnily enough, as we were cleaning the press box yesterday, we found a Shrek CD soundtrack. And he squares around to bunt. Runner takes off, and he's in safely to second base with a stolen base. And the ball came across high and outside. The pitch came across high and outside for ball 1. So it's a 1-0 count with the runner on second. Let's see if he squares around again here, second time. Bunt would be a good idea. Get that runner over from second to third. He squares around. Ball is high and outside. He takes off for third. He's in safe at third. We've got a runner at third. 2-0 count and no outs. All right. Let's see what Dade does here at the plate. And the pitch comes in for strike one. That brings the count to 2 balls and 1 strike. Pitch was a little low, but definitely hittable. So that's strike 1. The 2-1 pitch, and that's hit on a line through the left side of the infield. It's going to bring the runner in. Turning around first, ball comes in to second, and he's safely in at first with a RBI single.
Next up to bat for Beaufort County, the catcher.
And that brings up the catcher, Sellers Lynn.
Sellers Lynn.
Number 12.
What, they subbed?
No, he's got his number wrong. Oh, he put positions on the left side. He accidentally put positions on the left side. Maybe not. He has 10 on there. I don't know what he does.
The pitch comes across, and the runner steals second.
Shortstop, that'll get into the gap. Deitch will get round second, and round first.
And we have some confusion with our lineup card up here, so you'll have to give me a second to try and figure this one out. We've got number 12 batting,
For Cooper Deitch. So the score is now 17-8.
and that pitch is a ball. Brings a 2-0 count with the runner on second and nobody out.
Bryson Mitchell still pitching for Gilbert.
The pitch swung on
1-0 count, now 1 out.
for a strike.
6
And the count is 2 balls and 1 strike.
broke in this game.
They put 3 Wheeler Walker. I wonder if that's number. Is his last name Lynn? Can anybody see his last name?
Yeah, his last name Lynn. He's got the right hitter. He just has the wrong number.
Oh, okay.
And the pitch, the 2-1 pitch is fouled back for strike 2. The runner was taken off for third there. That was a really good pitch to hit. He fouled it straight back, which generally means that you're on time. He just got under the ball a little bit. We figured the lineup out. Was accidentally written as number 3 on the lineup card, but he's wearing number 12. That is indeed Sellers Lynn. The 2-2 pitch swung on and fouled straight back again into the screen. And it looks like the runner was taking off again. Sellers here plays catcher, first, and pitcher. His favorite food is corn dogs, and his favorite movie is Smokey and the Bandit. How about that one for a throwback? His favorite team is the Atlanta Braves, and his sports idol is Stone Cold Steve Austin. The 2-2 pitch. That's inside for strike 3. The runner takes off to third. He's in safely. It's overthrown. And the shortstop picks it up, throws home. He's safe. He's in safely at home. And that gives us a 2-0 score.
First baseman, number 10, Rowan.
And that brings up the first baseman, Rowan Kennedy. Now that pitch was a little inside, and I think Sellers was trying to lean in a little bit with his legs, and the umpire rung him up on that. But it all worked out in the end for him. And the first pitch is low and inside for ball 1. Now, and that's outside for ball 2. Brings a 2-0 count. Rowan's favorite food is Asian cuisine, and his favorite movie is Forrest Gump. The 2-0 pitch. That's inside. That one caught a piece of his foot. He's going to take a jog down to first. Hands the bat to the first base coach. And that brings up number 8, Michael O'Connell. The pitch. And that's outside for ball 1. Runner on first is taking good lead over there. He got a very aggressive secondary. He might try and swipe one here. He takes off. Pitch is high for ball. Throw it down to second. No one was covering, but the runner who reached safely on base had the ball bounce off of his knee and kept it from going into the outfield. And that brings a 2-0 count here. To Michael O'Connell. And the 2-0 pitch is outside for ball 3. Michael O'Connell enjoys eating chicken nuggets and watching National Treasure. His favorite team is the Boston Red Sox, and his favorite idol, his sports idol, is Xander Bogaerts. And the 3-0 pitch is high for ball 4. He takes his base. Hustling down the line, and that brings up number 7, William McElhaney, who goes by Hayward.
Here it is. Swung on, hit hard to the second baseman. The second baseman decides not to get in front of it, and it tips off his glove.
And the second base, the runner on second takes off. Ball comes across, and they are safe at second and third. There was no throw, got past the catcher there. And that was ball 1. So it's a 1-0 count to Hayward, whose favorite food is chicken tenders. And his favorite movie is also Forrest Gump. The 1-0 pitch. Swung on, grounded back to the pitcher. Play at the plate. Catcher has it, running him back to third. He's out of the baseline. He is out. He is called out for running out of the baseline. And they are safe at second and first.
Next up to bat, Beaufort County, their pitcher, number 6.
And that brings up the catcher, number 6, Alex Arnold. His favorite food is pizza from New York, and his favorite movie is The Sandlot. And the pitch, swung on, grounded to the shortstop. Fields, throw to first. In time, got him at first for the third out. We've got a 2-0 ball game after the first inning. Beaufort County leads. This is the Beaufort County Channel. Yes, sir. I'm ready.
Looking in for his count. First pitch. Here's the sign. He's got it. Runner will take
All
off
right,
first.
welcome back.
Cooper Dykes will throw him out at second base.
First pitch runs in on Andrew Carter, and that's a hit by pitch.
Outside of the bag.
That was unintentional hit by pitch, and the pitcher ran over down the first baseline to apologize. He dapped up the runner as he went to first. A very nice gesture of sportsmanship. And that brings up the left fielder, number 10, Joshua Bass.
Now here at the bottom of the sixth inning.
And the pitch,
Joshua Porter.
that's a called strike on the outside part of the plate. And the count goes to 1 ball and no strikes.
Bass is looking in. Here's his pitch.
That ball is swung on, grounder to the first baseman. Fields it and steps on the base. The runner advances to second. He was stealing on the pitch, so there was no play at second. That gives 1 out.
Next up for Fort Mill, their second baseman.
And that brings up the second baseman, number 2, Grayson Kelly.
Basil. Swung going hit to the right side. Good play by the first baseman, Christian Simonson. He'll step on the bag for out number 2. So 2
And
outs. County bottom of the 6th. We have a
the
runner
0-0
on first
pitch.
base, for Gilbert.
Runner steals from second.
That'll be
Great pick by the third baseman, but he is safe at third. He successfully stole the base, and that pitch came in as a ball. So now Grayson Kelly plays second and pitcher. His favorite food is ribs, and his favorite movie is Aquaman.
pitch.
The 1-0 pitch came in as a strike over the middle of the plate.
1-0 count
That brings the count to 1-1.
here to Cooper Dykes.
Now the 1-1 pitch. That's a little high and inside. Brings the count to 2-1.
Basil. Another one high and inside. 2 balls.
Grayson Kelly's favorite team is the Cubs. And his favorite athlete is Luke Kuechly.
Count. 2 outs here.
And that ball is outside for 3-1.
Here's 2-0 pitch. Go high and inside for ball 3.
Count goes 3-1. Pitch. And that's low for ball 4, so he'll take his base. That gives him a runner on first and third
In there for strike 1, so a 3-1
with
count.
1 out. And that brings up the pitcher, Ian Schaefer.
Fort Mill, their pitcher, number 7, Ian Schaefer.
3-1 pitch on the way here.
Now, Ian Schaefer is a pitcher and an outfielder. We've got time called so the batter can run over to the other side of the
Basil run
plate
over
so he can take his warm-up swings on the safer side, so he's swinging on the back side of the batter because Ian Schaefer is swinging from the left side of the plate.
6 outs left. You hear me?
And a pickoff move to first, and he's back in time.
Longest game of all time.
So we've got 1 out here with a runner on first and third and a 0-0 count to Ian Schaefer. The pitch comes in low, and that's ball 1. And just more great work by that catcher back there. He's blocking up a lot of balls. He's saving a lot of runs right now.
What'd you say?
That brings the count to 1-0. Runner took off from first, so he's in safely at second. So now there's a runner at second and third. The 1-0 pitch. That's low for ball 2. Ian Schaefer's favorite food is pizza, and his favorite movie is Harry Potter. Not sure which one. It just says Harry Potter. But if I had to pick for him, it's going to be the 7th movie, which is Deathly Hallows Part 1. That's his favorite. And that ball runs inside, and that's another hit by pitch. So he's going to make his way to first base. And that flips the lineup over, and that brings up number 8, Jackson Hollum.
Next up to bat.
He's playing
Fort Mill
shortstop.
Shortstop, number 8, Jackson Hollum.
They got a new pitcher.
Now, one of them. Now, Jackson Hollum, first pitch comes in, and that's a strike.
Number 1.
So that gives us a no ball, 1 strike count. Last time up, Jackson Hollum walked, so he's 0 for 0 on the day.
Yeah, number 4. New pitcher, number 4.
And that pitch comes in. It's swung on for strike 2. And that gives us an 0-2 count. Bases loaded with 1 out. And the 0-2 pitch comes in. Looked like an off-speed outside for ball 1. It's a 1-2 count. Oh, throwback to the pitcher. Got past him a little bit, but no one goes anywhere. Bases remain loaded with 1 out. Now, Jackson enjoys chicken wings, and his favorite movie is Elf. And the 1-2 pitch is inside. Brings the count to 2-2. Jackson's favorite team is the Boston Red Sox. And his favorite sports idol is Xander Bogaerts. The 2-2 pitch. And that's a called strike on the outside part of the plate. And that is strike 3. So that gives them 2 outs with the bases loaded.
Their first baseman, number 4, Landon Bardseth.
And that brings up Landon Bardseth, who's hitting from the right side of the plate. Sorry, excuse me. He's a left-handed hitter. And the first pitch is fouled off into the catcher's mitt. Good catch, and that is strike 1.
These games could seriously be over before we start
And second pitch is hit out to center field. And a great play made by the center fielder, ranging back to his left. Catches it for the 3rd out. Worked out of a real tight jam there. Score remains 2-0 on the Beaufort County Channel.
When the earth shakes, the ground moves, and things start to fall, you'll ask yourself, how prepared or unprepared are you? Have you removed objects from over the bed and over your head? Anchored your possessions securely to the wall. It won't be a pain, and you're not doing it in vain. Are your emergency kits packed? What about your family, your friends? Did they know what to do, how to get in touch, and where to meet? Do you know how to drop, cover, and hold on, covering your head and neck? What if you're outside? Or in a car? After the shaking stops, look around. Figure out what to do. Stay away from damaged areas. Turn on a radio. Reach out for help. And if you're trapped, do not move about. Stay calm. Only shout as a last resort. Once everything and everyone is safe, get prepared. An aftershock could be on its way. So before the earth shakes, the ground moves, and things start to fall, get prepared. Make a plan. Practice what you know, because an earthquake can happen anytime, anywhere. You never know. America's Prepare-a-thon. Be smart. Take part. Prepare.
Welcome back, and leading off the home half of the second, we have the third baseman, Remington Wheeler. Now, Remington enjoys crab legs, and his favorite movie is The Sandlot. First pitch is swung on, grounded. The third baseman cuts it off. It goes right between his legs. Shortstop picks it up, fires it over to first, and the throw is wide. It gets to the fence. He's rounding first. He's going to second, and he is in safely, standing up at second. Third baseman made a great move to cut that ball off, but just couldn't quite make the play. Shortstop probably should have held on to the ball, but you got to appreciate the aggressiveness. Now that play brings up the right fielder, Jack Zahn. We've got time called by the Fort Mill coach. He's going to talk to the home plate umpire. Not quite sure what they're discussing there. Looks like they're making a defensive switch. They're bringing the left fielder in to play third, and they're putting the third baseman out into left field. However, that still remains Jack Zahn at the plate. And the first pitch is low for ball 1.
Seemed to think he was safe from the get-go. I think the third baseman might have missed a tag.
Now, Jack Zahn's favorite food is pizza, and his favorite movie is also The Sandlot. It is a very good movie. And that ball is inside, catches him on the legs. And that's a hit by pitch. He's going to make his way down to first.
Error on the throw by the shortstop.
And that brings up the leadoff guy. It flips line up over. Center fielder Tanner Altman.
Next up to bat,
There's a hit
center
by
fielder
Gallo.
number 5, Tanner Altman.
Now, if you remember last time up to bat, Tanner Altman hit a ground ball through the hole on the left side. And the pitch swung on. It's a line drive to the right center gap. The right fielder makes a play on it. Great play by the right fielder. Made a play in the gap for out number 1. Nobody advances. No one tags up. That was a well-struck baseball, but maybe just got under it a tad. Gave the right fielder enough time to make a beat on it and make a great play.
Here's the pitch. Wood swung on. That's hit hard.
And that brings up the
County is tattooing the ball now. That is
shortstop, Dade Barbina.
all the way to the fence. Basil's going to round second. He's going to head on to third because they're having trouble getting the ball in out there. And he will have a stand-up.
And the pitch.
Triple.
That's high for ball 1. Dade Barbina also hit a single his first time up to bat. And his favorite baseball team is the Los Angeles Dodgers, and his favorite sports idol is Barry Sanders. The 1-0 pitch, and that's high for ball 2. In his free time, Dade likes to game, bike, and slap box. Not quite sure what slap boxing is, but if he enjoys it, go for it. When he grows up one day, he wants to be the CEO of his own company. Don't we all? And a pickoff move is not there. The second baseman was not covering there. But that's all right. Kept him close. He dove back to the base anyway. Going to be doing some laundry tonight. And the pitch. That's inside for a strike. That brings the count to 2 balls and 1 strike. We've got a runner on first and second with 1 out. With 2-1 count. That swung on and fouled off to the right side. That gives the count 2-2. Dade's favorite song is Cats in the Cradle. And he also plays football and track. Steps back into the box. Pitcher sets. Takes his routinely deep breath. And that's a ball high. He takes off for third. Throw. And he's out at third. Caught stealing. Great throw by the catcher. And a very nice play. Good catch and tag by the third baseman. And that is the first caught stealing of the day. As the runner runs back to the dugout, he daps up the first baseman. We've got a 3-2 count to Dade Barbina. And that's outside for ball 4. So he will take his base. He makes his way down to first. And that brings up the catcher, number 12, Sellers Lynn. Now, Sellers struck out his first time up, but he took some very big swings. And if he gets a hold of one, he can really do some damage. First pitch is high and outside for ball 1. Sellers' favorite food is corn dogs. His favorite team is the Atlanta Braves. Pickoff move back to second with no throw. Safely back. Sellers' favorite song is Still of the Night by Whitesnake. And he also plays chess. And that's ball 2 high. Now it's intimidating that a kid at this age plays chess because he could probably beat most of the people in the press box up here. And that is fouled back for strike 1, brings the count to 2-1. His hobbies include bird watching. And when he grows up, He wants to be a mall cop. I guess he's seen Paul Blart one too many times. And that pitch is inside. Wild pitch. Thrown down to third, and it gets past the third baseman. The shortstop cuts it off. But he's safe at third, safe at second with a 3-1 count. 2 outs, runner on second and third. For the remainder of this game, there's a very good chance I might call this kid Paul. Very high aspirations. Don't knock it until you try it. And a swing and a laser through the left side. And that brings home a run. He rounds first. He's heading home. And the throw home is high, but he will not advance from third. So that's a single by Sellers with an advancement on the throw. An RBI. And that gives us a runner on second and third with 2 outs. And that brings up Rowan Kennedy, the first baseman. Last time up, Rowan was hit by pitch. The 0-0 pitch. And that's outside for ball 1. Got past the catcher, but no one advances. Wasn't far enough. Now, Rowan's favorite baseball team is the Atlanta Braves, and his favorite sports idol is Ronald Acuna Jr., who has already been voted in as an all-star player this year. The pitch, and that is swung on, fouled, out of play for strike 1. That brings the count to 1-1. Rowan Kennedy's favorite song is Bad and Bougie by Migos. The pitch, and that's swung on, line drive to center field. Oh, it gets over the center fielder's head. He probably took a couple of steps in and didn't make his first step back. He's rounding second. He's digging for third. He's going to be into third, standing up with a stand-up triple. Clears the bases. That's a 2 RBI triple for Rowan Kennedy.
Now batting left fielder number
And that brings up the left fielder, number 8, Michael O'Connell. Michael O'Connell walked last time. And his favorite song is Hall of Fame by The Script. He does not play any other sports. He does not have any hobbies. And he does not want to be anything when he grows up. And the first pitch is a ball inside for a 1-0 count. But his favorite food is chicken nuggets. And second pitch is high for ball 2. That gives us a 2-0 count with a runner on third and 2 outs. Score is 5-0 in Beaufort County's favor in the bottom of the second inning. Pitch. It's high for ball 3. And a throw back behind the runner at third. It's a wide throw. Gets past the third baseman. The runner scores. And that gives us a 6-0 ball game. 3-0 count with 2 outs. Now, obviously, I don't know if he doesn't play any other sports or have any hobbies, but he just left it blank. So it's the best I could do with the information I was given. And that's high and outside for ball 4. That's his second walk of the day.
next up to bat.
And that brings up the second baseman,
Number 7,
Hayward McElhaney. Williams' favorite team is the Braves, and his favorite player is Freddie Freeman, even though Freddie Freeman is no longer a Brave. He is a Los Angeles Dodger. Don't get me wrong, Matt Olson's good, but he's no Freddie Freeman. You know, and it's tough to see Freddie Freeman not out there every day. Looks like we've got a sub. Coach called time. He's out there talking to the pitcher. We've got a timeout. The umpire came over the walkie-talkie to radio Harry up here and asking how many pitches he had. For all those following at home, that was 44 pitches. So, looks like they're deciding on what they want to do. And they're going to bring in the right fielder to come in to pitch. That's Kyle Stroop. Kyle Stroop. Oh, I think the coach changed his mind. He's now bringing in the center fielder to pitch. That's Connor Fowler. Connor Fowler is coming in to pitch. And now they need to replace the center fielder. I'll let you know who that is when we come back on Beaufort County Channel.
When the storm comes, the twister forms, and the wind starts ripping things away, you'll ask yourself, how prepared or unprepared are you? Do you have a shelter, a safe place to go, something to shield you that's easy to get to? Is it stocked with all the things you need? Water, food, and batteries? What about your family, your kids? Did they know what to do, where to go, and how to stay in touch? If a watch is declared, a tornado might be on its way, getting ready to blow things away. Stay informed, wait for updates. And if you're outside or out for a ride, move close to somewhere you'll stay safe. When a watch becomes a warning, you have to act fast. Get to safety, do not delay. Go as low as you can and hold on tight until everything is all right. Once the storm has passed and you get the all clear, take your supplies. Now, you must be wise. Move carefully. Watch out for dangerous debris. Protecting yourself is a necessity. So before the storm comes, the twister forms, and the wind starts ripping things away, get prepared. Make a plan and practice what to do to stay safe. America's Preparathon. Be smart. Take part. Prepare. Get started today. Go to ready.gov/prepare.
Are we back?
I don't know what to say about that, folks. So there's runners on first, second, and third. Now the bases are juiced. For number 4,
All right, and we're back to the action. Center fielder is going to be Ian Schaefer. That was in to pitch. He was replaced by Connor Fowler. So they basically just changed positions there. And still batting for Beaufort County is going to be Hayward McElhaney. And his favorite song is First Class by Morgan Wallen. And he also plays football. Last time up, Hayward hit a ground ball to the pitcher. Pitcher threw it back to the catcher and caught the runner at third in a rundown. And the pitch, that's low and inside for ball one. The runner takes off and steals second. That gives us a runner on second, 1-0 count with 2 outs in the bottom of the second inning. The 1-0 pitch on the way. And that's called strike. Brings the count to 1-1. Hayward also enjoys hunting, fishing, and skeet shooting. And when he grows up, he wants to be a farmer or a fireman. 2 different occupations, but both good. And that ball is fouled back for strike 2. That brings the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Now batting number 3, Carson Peachtree.
Pitch on the way. That's inside. Gets past the catcher. Runner's going to advance to third. Brings the count 2-2. Runner on third with 2 outs. Beaufort County leads 6-0. Hayward plays second base, but he also pitches and catches. And that ball is hit to center field. That's going to drop down for a single. Score the runner from third. Hayward stays at first. And that's going to bring up Alex Arnold, who's on the mound for Beaufort County.
Number 6, Alex Arnold.
Alex Arnold hit a ground ball to the shortstop last time at bat. And if you remember, his favorite food is pizza from New York. His favorite pro team is the Yankees. And his favorite sports idol is Aaron Judge. And that ball is low in the dirt. That pitch is low in the dirt for ball 1. He does not have a favorite song or band.
All right, back here, folks, at Oscar Frazier Field 2.
And he does motocross, basketball, and soccer. The ball is swung on for strike 1. Runner steals, and there is no throw. Just threw it back to the pitcher there. So we've got a 1-1 count with a runner on second and 2 outs. His hobbies include sports and anything outdoors. And when he grows up, he wants to be an MLB player. Move to second, keeping him close, keeping him honest. No one covering the base, but now we've got the shortstop creeping over to cover the base. Pitch on the way. That's inside for ball 2. Brings the count 2-1. We've got a 7-0 game. Pitch on the way. Swung on. That ball is called foul. I think it got a piece of him in the box. And it was also a foul ball anyway. But that remains a 2-2 count. Now over on field 2, they've got a real good game going. They're going on 3 hours there. Beaufort County boys are playing Gilbert. And they started in the first round of games. That game started at 10 o'clock a.m. And it is still going. And the ball is put in play to shortstop. Oh, Hayward jumps over the ball. The shortstop can't quite field it clean. Throw home. No play at the plate. Runner at first and third. That's a tough call on a hit or an error.
Beaufort County's third baseman, number 3, Remington Wheeler.
And that brings up Remington Wheeler, who, if we're going based just on names, that's an all-name team right there. That's a good name. His favorite baseball team is the Braves, and his favorite player is also Freddie Freeman. Just a constant reminder that he is no longer a Brave. His favorite song is No Hands by Waka Flocka. First pitch is inside. Throw back to the pitcher. No throw down to second as he steals second there. Remington also plays football and enjoys hunting and fishing, and when he grows up, he wants to be an MLB player. Umpire calls time here. He's pointing down the third base line. Not quite sure what he's pointing at. The roof of the third base dugout is in my way, so I can't see it. There's also a really big tree over there. I can't quite see what he's pointing at. I think we've got it all sorted out. Back to the action. We've got a 1-0 count. 2 outs, runners on second and third. Ball ran inside. Ground ball to the shortstop. Fields it. Throw over to first. It's scooped out of the dirt. Great play by the first baseman for the third out. And that's going to change sides. Beaufort County leads 7-0 on Beaufort County Channel. welcome back as we finish the warm-ups. I would like to thank our sponsors, Palmetto Axes and The Zone, for sponsoring the Dixie Junior and Dixie Boys State Tournament here at Oscar Frazier Park. Come have a blast at The Zone, featuring escape rooms, ninja courses, baseball cages with hit tracks. It's an all-new, all-in-one, one-of-a-kind family entertainment for all ages. Located on Buckwalter Parkway, right next to Cinemark.
All right, looks like we're ready to resume.
Leading off the inning here
Only one out here.
is Connor Fowler. First pitch comes across as a strike.
See if this is the highest scoring game.
That gives us a no balls, one strike count.
Normal Georgia-Carolina football game. Usually Carolina wins.
Connor Fowler walked his first time, and that ball is lifted out to right field, gets past the right fielder. He's rounding first. Ball gets all the way to the fence. He's going to round second, make his way to third. The throw, the cutoff, the throw to third. Not in time. Great job blocking it up by the third baseman, though, making sure the ball doesn't get past him to advance that runner anymore. So that's a leadoff triple.
Their catcher, number 6.
That brings up the catcher, Parker Atwell.
Pass ball. Catcher's going to get back.
Last at bat, Parker Atwell hit pop fly in foul territory that was caught by the first baseman.
Beaufort County still leads.
The pitch swung on the first pitch, lifted up to left field. Looks like the runner's going to tag. Caught by the left fielder, moving backwards. Probably not going to be a play at the plate there. And he is in safely.
1-1
And that means
one out here in the bottom of the 7th inning.
that Fort Mill is on the board.
Pitch from Colstead.
Scores 7-1 in the top of the third.
Right fielder. Right fielder comes on and makes that catch for out number.
That brings up Kyle Stroop.
So 2 outs now in the game.
First pitch swung on, fouled straight back into the screen for strike one.
Game number 1 on field 2. So we're down to the last out here, folks.
Pitch swung on, fouled out of play down the right side. Now, Kyle's favorite team is the Atlanta Braves, and his favorite sports idol is Dustin May. And his favorite band is Van Halen,
Here's the pitch.
and his hobbies are speed cubing. Pitch, that's outside for a ball. That brings the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Now, speed cubing is with a Rubik's Cube. I guess you try and solve it as quickly as you can. I'm imagining that they race against other people.
Colstead.
Pitch, and that is out of play.
Strike.
Count remains 1 and 2.
2 outs here.
Oh, my sister knows how to solve a Rubik's Cube most of the time. And I would love to see these two race trying to solve a Rubik's Cube. And that ball is put in play. Ground ball to the third baseman. Fielded clean. Throw across. Oh, it's too high for the first baseman.
Manley. Outside quarter.
Ball goes out of play. Can't quite see down there, but I would think that it went into the dugout. So the runner is awarded second base on a ball out of play. So that puts a runner at second with 1 out.
Their third baseman, number 11.
And that brings up the third baseman, Andrew Carter.
Going. Here's the pitch for Colstead. Outside for ball 2. 2-2 count. Now 2 outs, and the catcher just throws it to the shortstop. But luckily, they were all prepared.
And a move to second.
2-2 count now.
Just to keep him close, keep him honest.
Colstead trying to shut the door on this Gilbert.
Last at bat, Andrew Carter was hit by a pitch.
Hasn't given up.
His favorite food is gooseberries. And if anyone can tell me what a gooseberry is, I would greatly appreciate it.
Swung on and hit.
That ball is lifted into right field, falls in front of the right fielder. That's down for a single. He's going to throw home. And the runner's going to advance to second. That's why you hit your cutoff man, folks. If he hits the cutoff man, that runner is stuck at first base and runner on first and third. But that was a great piece of hitting there by Andrew Carter.
Now, 21
Next
to
up to
12.
bat for Fort Mill. Their left field.
And that brings up the left fielder, number 10, Joshua Bass. And still no clue what a gooseberry is.
Runner on first base. 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th. And
Pitch behind him for ball 1.
it's been an interesting.
He did a nice little matrix move. If he wouldn't have, he may have been may have loaded the bases there.
Everybody's tired of
Joshua's favorite food is hot wings, and his favorite movie is Top Gun Maverick.
count to the hitter.
His favorite pro baseball team is the Atlanta Braves. That ball is inside as well for ball 2. Brings the count 2-0. And his favorite sports idol is Chipper Jones. Great choice. Great choice. I've actually got a couple of Chipper jerseys hanging in my closet.
Seriously amazed.
Ball is put into play. Dribbler to the third baseman. Throw across. That one is on the mark. Back pick to third. He's safe. Great running by the runner on second to advance to third on the throw. But also a great play by the third baseman. Made a very good throw across, fired it across the first. That's 2 outs. Plates a run. And now the score is 7-2 in the third inning. And that brings up the second baseman, Grayson Kelly. And that's low for ball one. First pitch to Grayson Kelly. Last time up, Grayson walked. His favorite team is the Chicago Cubs. His favorite song is American Pie by the Beatles. Second pitch catches the outside of the plate for strike one, excuse me. That gives us count 1-1. If you hear some hollering in the background, they finally finished their game on field 2. And the pitch, that's low. Great work by Sellers behind the plate. Great work by Sellers. He has saved multiple runs. Again, that game on field 2 started at 10 a.m. and finished at around 1:30. So that's why everyone is excited that the game is over. And that 2-1 pitch is low, brings the count to 3-1. Grayson Kelly also plays football, basketball, golf, wrestling, and tennis. He's a do-it-all kind of guy. That pitch goes over the heart of the plate for strike 2. That's full count with 2 outs, runner on third. When Grayson grows up, he wants to be in the military. And that's strike 3 looking. And that'll end the inning. Fort Mill scores 2 as we head into the bottom half of the third inning on the Beaufort County Channel.
I'm Dennis Adams, and this is a Beaufort County moment. Call it Frogmore stew, low country boil, Beaufort boil, whatever you please. This zesty pot of shrimp, sausage, and corn on the cob may be our best known specialty. But the recipe is less than 100 years old. In fact, historian Gerhard Spieler said that the kind of link sausage used in the stew came to this area with immigrants no earlier than the 1940s. Before that time, only patty-style sausage could be bought. Spieler thinks that the recipe was the accidental invention of shrimpers throwing everything they had on hand together. Although boiled shrimp has always been a part of Sea Island daily life, the 1847 Charleston cookbook, The Carolina Housewife, had no recipes like present-day Frogmore stew. But for a batch of what has become the taste of the Lowcountry, boil corn and sausage in water well spiced with seafood seasoning powder, adding raw shrimp at the last minute. Drain fast and serve hot. Try it tonight. I'm Dennis Adams, and this has been your Beaufort County Moment.
To see more Beaufort County moments, go to the Beaufort County Library homepage and click on the Local History tab.
And welcome back as they finish the warm-ups on the field. Remaining on the mound, still on the mound, is number 9, Connor Fowler. Leading off for Beaufort County is the right fielder, number 4, Jack Zahn, which, if you say it really fast, sounds like Jackson. A couple of defensive substitutions for Fort Mill. We've got number 5 coming in for number 11. That's Connor Zambrano replacing Andrew Carter. And we've got number 1, Gavin Sisler, coming in for number 2, Grayson Kelly. Now, last at bat, Jack Zahn was hit by pitch. Now, Jack's favorite artist is Juice WRLD, so I'd like to take a couple seconds of silence in memory of Juice WRLD. And the first pitch to Jack was a strike, so that brings the count to no balls and 1 strike. Second pitch catches the bottom part of the zone. Count goes to 0-2. Jack also enjoys wrestling and playing video games, and when he grows up, he wants to be a businessman. And that is swung on for strike 3 to Jack Zahn. And that brings up the center fielder, Tanner Altman.
Now batting for Beaufort County, their center fielder, number 5, Tanner Altman.
Tanner so far has hit a single and flied out to the right fielder. He had a good swing and a good hit out to the right field. Just couldn't quite find the gap. The first pitch is low and in for a strike, catches the corner of the zone. That brings the count to no balls and 1 strike. Tanner's favorite artist is Zach Bryan. And that's another strike on the inside part of the zone. Brings the count to no balls and 2 strikes. Tanner enjoys hanging at the beach, the river, being with his friends. And that's a foul ball. Stays alive. Count remains no balls and 2 strikes. Tanner's favorite movie is Ping Pong Summer. That ball is lifted to the right side. That might find a hole. First baseman makes a great play, falling backwards for the second out of the inning. That was a great way of tracking the ball, going backwards, flipping the hips around, and making a play on the baseball by the first baseman. 2 outs in the bottom of the 3rd. That brings up the shortstop, Dade Barbina. So far today, Dade has singled and walked. The first pitch to Dade is low in the dirt for ball 1. For those of you just joining us, we've got a 7-2 ball game. Beaufort County All-Stars are leading in the bottom of the 3rd with 2 outs.
Now batting, number 4, Parker Cromer.
And the pitch is outside for ball 2. It's a 2-0 count to Dade. If the coach gives him the green light here, he could really do some damage with a swing. Now, just as a reminder, Dade's favorite movie is Shrek. And we've got the soundtrack to Shrek up here in the press box. If only we had a CD player, we could really blare some Shrek, get him in the zone. Third pitch is ball outside. Brings the count to 3-0. Dade wants to be CEO of his own company one day. And that's, I think that's an aspiration that we all have. And that's high for ball 4. He's going to make his way down to first. He is sprinting down to first. He rounds the base very aggressively. He is just stoic in the base path. And at least made the pitcher think about throwing over there. And that brings up the catcher, Sellers Lynn. He's had a great game behind the plate. He takes very big swings. Big bat. I saw him taking batting practice out in Beaufort one day, and he was really tattooing the ball.
70 pitches for Josh Ford.
And that is a Line drive foul, but that was a lot of barrel. So far, he has struck out and hit a single to the left side. Brings the count to no balls, 1 strike. The runner on first and 2 outs. And pitcher steps off, makes a move to first. No throw. He's back safely. That ball is low. Catches Sellers on the foot. He flips his bat over to the dugout. He's making his way down to first.
Next up to bat, first
And that
baseman,
brings up
number
first baseman
10,
Rowan Kennedy.
Rowan Kennedy.
Rowan so far has been hit by pitch, and he hit a triple over the center fielder's head. Great at bat last time. A pitch on the way, and he hits another line drive to center. Center fielder makes a move in, and it bounces off of his glove. Sellers is rounding third. He's making his way home. Oh, first baseman cuts the throw off. No play at the plate. Almost had a back pick there to second. That's going to score both runners. That's going to be an RBI double for Rowan Kennedy.
Number 8, Michael.
And that brings up number 8, Michael O'Connell. And after those 2 runs come across, that makes it a 9-2 game in the bottom of the third. Runner on second with 2 outs. Michael O'Connell is 0 for 0 on the day with 2 walks. That ball is dribbled back to the pitcher. He fields it, makes a throw over to first. He's out at first. So that's 2 runs that come across in the bottom of the third. And 9-2, Beaufort County All-Stars lead on Beaufort County Channel.
This is Larry Rowland, and this is a Beaufort County moment. One of the most fascinating artifacts in Beaufort County to tourists and residents alike are the ruins of the old Sheldon Church. The proper name is the Parish Church of Prince William Parish, South Carolina. Prince William Parish was founded in 1745 in response. It was the second Anglican parish in the Beaufort district after St. Helena Parish, founded in 1712, the original parish. Prince William Parish in 1745 was in the midst of an economic boom because rice plantations surrounded the site on Huspah Neck where the church eventually was built. And those rice planters were very wealthy. In 1745, the Commons House of Assembly established Prince William Parish, and in 1751, they laid the cornerstone for Prince William Parish Church. The church was finished by 1755 and well appointed. It has the distinction of being the first or oldest temple form Greek revival building in the Western Hemisphere. So that ruin at Sheldon, which fascinates people, absolutely should fascinate people because it is the first example of a type of architecture that became associated with American democracy and American public buildings. Prince William Parish Church, or the old Sheldon ruins, was burned by British Tories during the American Revolution in 1779. It lay in ruins until 1826. Charles Frazier, the famous Low Country artist, painted a picture of it in 1819. After it was restored to use and Services in 1826. He came and looked at it, and he said, "My God, they've taken a beautiful ruin and turned it into an ugly church." So the Union Army and the events of the Civil War restored it to a beautiful ruin. We thought for many years that Prince William Parish.
Okay, leading off the inning for Fort Mill is number 7, Ian Schaefer, who is now in center field. And that's high for ball 1. And now on the mound for Beaufort County, replacing Alex Arnold is going to be number 9, Ben Rush. And that's ball 2 outside. Ian Schaefer's first at-bat was hit by a pitch. His favorite pro baseball team is the New York Yankees, and his favorite sports idol is Damian Lillard. And that's high for ball 3. Ben Rush needs to settle in a little bit here and find strike zone. I'm sure just give him a little time, he'll find it. Ian's favorite song is Sultans of Swing. And that's ball 4 outside. He will take his base. He's hustled down to first. And that brings up number 8, Jackson Hollum.
Shortstop, number 8, Jackson Hollum.
So far today, Jackson has walked and struck out looking. Pick off to first. He's back in safely. Now, Jackson's favorite song is Tessie by the Dropkick Murphys, and he also plays basketball and football. When he grows up, he wants to be a pro athlete. And that second pitch is fouled out of play. First pitch to Jackson Hollum is fouled back for strike 1. Now, he wants to be a pro athlete. He plays 3 sports, so maybe we could have the first 3-sport professional athlete on our hands here. And that's a ball high, brings the count to 1-1. No outs with a runner on first. Jackson Hollum must be a pretty big Will Ferrell fan. His favorite movie is Elf. And he pokes the ball over the shortstop for a single. Cut off by the center fielder. And back on the infield. So we've got a runner on first and second with nobody out.
Now batting for Fort
And
Mill.
that brings up
Their
the first.
catcher, number 6.
That brings up the first baseman, Landon
Their
Bardseth.
first baseman, number 4, Landon Barseth. Wow, I got all the way down there.
Our announcer just skipped a couple batters. He went straight from Jackson Hollum to Parker Atwell. First pitch is swung on for strike 1. And that's a line drive to right field. Play is made by the right fielder. Oh, tried to double him up. He got him at second. That's a double play. A rope thrown by the right fielder back to the shortstop. Doubled him up. And we've got 2 outs, runner on first. And that brings up the center fielder, Connor Fowler. Excuse me, he is in to pitch. He's the pitcher.
Connor Fowler.
North Augusta, you may take your 5 minutes of infield. North Augusta,
The first pitch,
5 minutes of infield.
high and tight for ball 1. Connor Fowler has walked and tripled in the game. He hits a ball down to the third base line. Oh, third baseman made a great attempt, but just couldn't quite glove it. It was to his backhand. That would have been a really good play if he would have made it. But we're ruling that as a single. And that brings up
The
catcher, number 6, Parker Atwell. I never have enough time because he always swings early in the count, but Connor Fowler's hobby is film writing. I feel like that's not something very common you see at this age, but very advanced. First pitch is high for ball 1. to Parker. And so far, that ball is high. Brings the count to 2-0. So far, Parker has hit a fly ball to the first baseman and a fly ball to the left fielder. When he grows up, he wants to be a mechanical engineer. And that's high and inside for ball 3. Good thing he ducked out of the way, or else he would have gotten hit. Now, Parker's favorite movie is Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. It's a good one. That's a foul ball. Swung on, fouled back. Umpire makes the walk back to the backstop. On deck guy should get that ball. But that's okay. It's hot out there. Got to help the umpires out a little bit every once in a while. 3-1 pitch. Outside for ball 4. He walks the bases loaded. And that brings up the right fielder, Kyle Stroop.
Now batting for Fort Mill, their right fielder, number 13, Kyle Stroop.
So far, Kyle has struck out and hit into an error. Now, if you remember, this is the kid that I would love to see Rubik's Cube race against my sister. Oh, pitch. Swung on, fouled back for strike 1. Ball may have been, that pitch may have been called a ball if he didn't swing at it, but that is all right. The coaches for Fort Mill are Brooks Schaefer. Pitch is inside part of the plate for strike 2. It's 0-2 count. We have Brooks Schaefer, Dan Kelly, Wayne Bass, and Tim Stroop. Tim Stroop is a software developer. Pitch on the way. Put in play. Great glove by the third baseman. Throws across, and he's out at first. That was a very hard hit ground ball, and third baseman stuck his nose in the dirt, made the play, and was not scared of it. That's 3 outs. Score is 9-2 as we go into the bottom half of the 4th inning. Beaufort County All-Stars lead 9-2. This is the Beaufort County Channel.
Beaufort County strongly encourages local, small, and minority-owned businesses to submit a new vendor application to its purchasing department. The application and vendor guide are available online, along with information about current business opportunities. Visit www.beaufortcountysc.gov. Click on I Want To. View bids and RFPs under Business Services. Vendors must be registered with the county in order to respond to solicitations. Quotes, bids, or proposals submitted by businesses that are not registered with the county will be rejected. Registered vendors receive email notifications when new solicitations pertaining to their area of interest are posted to the website. Thanks for watching the County Channel.
We can go back on whenever you're ready if you are. Welcome back to Beaufort County Channel as we get going in the bottom of the 4th. Leading off for Beaufort County All-Stars is going to be William McElhaney, whose dad is the head coach. And he is an engineering technician. His favorite food is pizza. His favorite movie is Top Gun. His favorite baseball team is the Atlanta Braves. His favorite sports idol is Muhammad Ali. His favorite song is Sweet Child of Mine by Guns N' Roses. He played baseball, soccer, and football, and he enjoys hunting and fishing in his free time. He is assisted by Shane Lather and Jeremy Smith. And the first pitch is lined into left field. Stopped by the left fielder. So Hayward is going to be held up at first for a first pitch single. That's his second single of the day. And that brings up number 6, Alex Arnold. Alex Arnold so far has grounded out to the shortstop and reached on an error by the shortstop. First pitch is low and inside for ball 1. Hayward takes off on the pitch and successfully steals second on a no throw from the catcher. Catcher had to pick that one out of the dirt. Alex's favorite team is the Yankees. His favorite player is Aaron Judge. He enjoys motocross, basketball, and soccer, sports, and anything outdoors. A 1-0 pitch. High for ball 2. Brings 2-0. Runner on second with nobody out. When Alex grows up, he wants to be an MLB baseball player. Yes, that's right, a Major League Baseball player. That's low and in for ball 3. 3-0 count.
Welcome everybody to the 2022 South Carolina Junior Boys and Dixie Boys State Tournament. We congratulate the teams on making it this far and look forward to a great game today. In this matchup, we'll have the visiting team from North Augusta versus the home team.
3-0 pitch. Swung on, grounded up the middle, cut off by the shortstop. Thrown to first. Great play by the shortstop. Great range, great throw. He's out at first, but it advances the runner to third. So we've got a runner on third with 1 out.
Now batting for Beaufort County, their third baseman, number 3.
That brings up the third baseman, number 3, Remington Wheeler. So far, Remington has reached on an error and grounded out to the shortstop. Back to the coaches. Shane Lather is an architectural principal. He enjoys Mexican food, and his favorite movie is Braveheart. And the pitch is lined into left field, gets past the shortstop. That's going to bring home Hayward for an RBI single. Brings the score to 10-2. And that brings up number 9, Ben Rush, who is on the mound for Beaufort County.
Next up to bat, the right fielder, number 4, Jack.
Now batting, number 6, Jose Harris.
And that's a pick off to first. Pick off move to first. And it's a 0-0 count, 1 out runner on first. Ben Rush is an outfielder. His favorite food is tacos, and his favorite movie is 12. And the first pitch is in for a strike. No ball, 1 strike. Ben's favorite team is the Philadelphia Phillies. And his favorite sport idol is Michael Jordan. His favorite band is Seven Nation Army. Sorry, favorite song. And that runs inside, and Ben is hit by pitch. He's going to take his base down to first. That's going to put a runner on first and second with 1 out.
Now batting for Beaufort County, their center fielder.
And that brings up the center fielder, number 5, Tanner Altman. So far in the game, Tanner Altman has hit a single, flied out to the first baseman, and flied out to the right fielder. Pitcher's working in the stretch here. Pitch on the way. That's high for ball 1. Shane Lather's favorite pro baseball team, Coach Shane Lather, is the Houston Astros, and his favorite sports idol is Nolan Ryan. His favorite artist is George Strait, and he enjoys duck hunting in his free time. And that ball catches the inside corner for a strike, and the count moves to 1-1. Tanner Altman has put some good swings on the ball. He's the leadoff batter for a reason. I'm just waiting for one of these swings to fall, and he'll be in business. That pitch is low and outside for ball 2. Brings the count 2-1. We've got a few clouds rolling in here. Getting a little bit of shade on the players. Hopefully it brings in a little breeze too. Cool it off a little bit. And the pitch. That runs inside, ducks out of the way. Brings the count to 3-1. With the way that Tanner's been swinging the bat today, I would imagine Coach is giving him a green light. And if he serves one up here, Tanner could really have some fun at the plate. The 3-1 pitch. That's high for ball 4. He walks the bases loaded. We've got bases juiced. With 1 out, bottom of the 4th, Beaufort County leading 10-2. That brings up the shortstop, Dade Barbina. Dade so far has singled and walked twice. And now we've got time called by the umpire as the umpire calls Sellers over to the backside of Dade. That way he doesn't get a stray foul ball hit towards him. Now if Dade can put one in a hole somewhere, he'll score 2. Pitcher steps off and fakes a throw to third. I thought he was going to let that one fly there. Good pickoff move to third base is can be quite lethal in this game. We got the stretch and the pitch. And that catches the corner of the plate for strike 1. Brings the count to no balls and 1 strike. Bases loaded here for Dade Barbina. Now Dade in his free time enjoys slap boxing, which I'm still trying to understand that one. And that ball is strike 2. Brings the count to no balls and 2 strikes for Dade Barbina. And the pitcher is still Connor Fowler out there. The 0-2 pitch. And that's inside, blocked by the catcher, got past him a little bit, but the runner does not advance. He did not get a good enough jump. Didn't feel comfortable going there. Can't blame him for that one. Been in that situation many a time. In this situation, you can't really afford to get thrown out at home. You just got to put faith in the batter that he put it in play for you. The pitch is on the way. Swung on and missed by Dade for strike 3. And after that, that brings up the catcher, Sellers Lynn.
The catcher, number 12, Sellers Lynn.
Sellers Lynn has so far struck out, hit a single, and was hit by a pitch. Now with the bases loaded and 2 outs, this is the guy that you want at the plate here. He's looking for something to drive here. Got the second baseman holding on the runner at second. The ball is grounded. Fair ball down the left field line. Jumps over third base. Runner from third scores. Runner from second rounds third. Runner from first is rounding third. The throw is going home. It's not going to be in time. He scores. Sellers is going to advance to third. And that's going to be ruled as an RBI, 3 RBI double with an advancement on the throw by Sellers to third base. So we've got a runner on third with 2 outs. And that brings up number 10, Rowan Kennedy. That was a great hit by Sellers. Scored the runner all the way from first. So far, Rowan today has been hit by a pitch, hit a triple, and a double. That ball runs inside for ball 1. In Rowan's free time, he enjoys playing PlayStation. And his favorite player is Ronald Acuna Jr. That ball that was hit by Sellers really hugged the line. And that's inside for ball 2. I think it may have even hit the base and jumped up really funny, because it took a very high hop once it crossed third. But it was hit so hard, it was hard to see what it hit. Now we've got a 2-0 count here to Rowan. The pitch. That swung on, grounded into the hole on the left side. That's going to score Sellers. Rowan's going to round first for an RBI single. Rowan just needs one more at bat. If he hits a home run, he'll hit for the cycle.
Next up to bat, the left fielder, number 8, Michael O'Connell.
That brings up the left fielder, number 8, Michael O'Connell.
Now batting, number 13, Lucas Haney.
That RBI single brings the score to 14-2. The bottom of the fourth. Swing and a miss by O'Connell. Blew the fastball by him there. So far today, O'Connell has walked twice and grounded out to the pitcher. And the 0-1 pitch. Swung on, put in play to the center fielder. Oh, he slides on his knees and makes the catch for the third out of the game. Third out of the inning, excuse me. If you have an axe to grind, Palmetto Axes has your target. Fun for ages 12 and up. Mention you heard this here and receive 10% off. Must wear closed-toed shoes to throw. As we go into the top of the fourth, Beaufort County leads 14-2 here on the Beaufort County Channel.
Traffic in Beaufort County can be a challenge, but we can make your commute a little easier. Traffic cameras are now live on the County Channel. Each weekday morning at 6:30 and in the afternoon at 3:30, you can view the cameras live from the Beaufort County Traffic Management Center. From Highway 278 and 170 to Highway 21, you can view them live. That's the traffic cameras only on the County Channel.
And that's the ball game, folks. Beaufort County wins 14-2 with the run rule in effect, the 12-run rule after 4 innings. Now, these teams will be back in action tomorrow. Beaufort County is going to play Central Clemson here on Field 3 at 12:30. Fort Mill is going to be matched up with Bamberg Barnwell at 10 a.m. tomorrow on Game 3. Tune in, and we'll see you then. Thanks for joining us on the Beaufort County Channel.